It's me, and I decided, of course for me and you both, that I'm going to give you a video walking tour of this particular castle. I can't remember the name off the top of my head, so when I read the thingy, you'll learn the name of the frickin' castle. Anyway, so this is the outer walls of the castle. It's interesting to me. I like stuff like this, and as you can see, the gate's closed. I did that for aesthetics. I will open it right back up as soon as I get in there and show you off everything. And it's not a small castle. It was a fairly big castle. This is where there should be another gate here, but I'm guessing it got torn down and looted and all that. Stones are probably stolen to make other things. For all of you that know anything about runes and whatnot, right here you can see there is a carving, like right here. It's probably some type of futhur thing or something of that nature. I'm not entirely sure. There are others elsewhere in the castle, and I'll show them to you if I can find them. It's really pretty. It is an archway. That big stone right there looks like a cornerstone to me. I'm not sure, but I have a theory about right here, because it doesn't particularly say it is, but it doesn't say it isn't. This looks to me, because as you can tell, it's black up in here, and it looks to me that it could have been either a hearth or a place to, give me a second to think, for the blacksmith to work. I don't know if it's of any relevance, but you can see 1, 9, 3, 4, so 1934. I don't know what relevance it has because this is way older than 1934. You can see little areas where things could have been put for a blacksmith or even for a hearth. You can see other carvings in here, but I think they were done after the initial stuff. So that's where you just looked, and this is the castle. Trying to keep the sun out of the light, so if you see my hand, forgive me. You can see that over there. So this is the courtyard of the castle. I know that's what I call a freaking picnic area, but that is, I believe it used to be a stable. Before we read this here, and I'm even going to zoom in on the name of whatever it is, I will just go ahead and tell you it's Honeken Castle, and it's got another name. I just can't say it, and I'll tell it to you right after I do the frickin' videos. There's other Futhoric ruins carved in all of this. As you can tell, it is still damaged, and it's got a beautiful view out that way. Another little wall. Remember, this place is in ruins, so don't yell at me for not being as pretty as it should be, or as it could be, whatever. I think it's pretty as is. So these are these stinking stairs. There's a ton of them. Just kind of show you. Yeah, now you're going up into the castle keep. Yet again, I'm going to show you this view out there. So pretty. You got more of the other stuff here. More stairs. By the time I get back to see you guys, I'm going to weigh like 100 pounds. Either that, my legs are going to be so muscular and even funny, which I'm not going to complain about that one. You look up in here, you can see something right there. It's not a window. It doesn't go all the way through. This used to be like a 2- and 3-story castle, guys, so hence is why some of these holes are up there. And I don't know if this is going to pick it up, but I'm going to try to show you. That beam right there looks like it was hand carved. As most of this probably was, because as you'll tell later, this is an old freaking castle. It is ruins. It's not the best that Germany has to offer. As you can tell, there's something there, probably metal door of some sort. I'm guessing that's like a fire part, I don't know. Another window way up there. I haven't even showed you the castle towers. I'm showing you the outer thing of the keep, which it used to go up higher, as you can tell right there. All of this did. That is the village, so it's probably what this place was meant to protect, or its people. And this is where the ruler would live, and that's probably where everybody else would live, and that's still where everybody else lives. I'm not going to say I know the ways and places of this, but you can tell it's still quite pretty. If you're a history buff like me, this will do good. I'm assuming that this area here, we might have put a cannon or an archer thing, I'm not sure. And yeah, I moved something, but I put it back. So as you can tell, there's more carvings here of some sort of ruins. I'm assuming through Thork, and you can see where people have carved their names in it, like Thomas and Craig 91. 91's probably the year. But and zoom in on some of these mortar joints so you can tell that this is completely mortared and done. And I can't get up to there, so I'm going to have to walk back through everything I just showed you. The hole again. A beautiful view out there. That is just sexy, sexy, sexy. If you look right there, you can see there must have been something there once upon a time ago. Could also be where like a old school cannon fired a mortar through it. You can see here where it was reconstructed a couple of times in, I believe it was the 1560, but I could be mistaken. But it's still a very pretty castle. That I don't think is a mortar hole or anything such as that of war. It was something back in the day. Oh, and this is what leads me to believe the other place is where things were, to hold a door of some sort. So that's the other side of the view. Yada yada yada. That's that pretty thing, and that's right there. Looks more like a guard tower to me. It's a dying one, but it still is one. You can tell that this here was carved many years ago, before my birth. I know that. And you can see more Futhoric ruins, and this one is older. To me it looks like Ogama of some sort, or some striped runestone of a message of some sort. I don't know. I'm not very good at reading that one. You can see another here. They could have been warnings or names or whatever. And if they're names, they are much, much, much older than the early 1900s, probably predating the 1800s and 1700s, as much of this castle does. So there used to be something there, probably a way up into the top of the tower, because you can tell this is completely destroyed. And it looks like it's been rebuilt. That has to be something. I have no clue, and I have no way of telling. That was a well once upon a time ago, and as you can tell, that well's been there a long time, because that tree right there, which goes pretty much all the way around that well, it ain't no young pup. It's been there a while. You can see other people have carved their names and other junk into the stone, and not all of this is back in the day. Some of this is probably 2 and 3 days ago, or 2 and 3 years ago or older. They have, of course, filled up the well, so no one jumps in it. And there's money in the bottom, which is some of that shiny stuff. And there are other things in it. The pretty tree, y'all know me, the pretty view. That is the area of which we came up. I'm running out of time. Trash can, that was installed because you'll find Germany is actually a very clean place. So, some type of stairwell, I can tell that. And up into it. Somewhere in here there'd been a whole new thing. As you can tell, this wall here and here used to connect, so this wasn't always so low. It was a lot bigger once upon a time ago. Just going to show you around a little bit now. But there's also this little room down here. I'm going to kind of speed up now because I can only have this video at 20 minutes. More old Futhoric ruins, of which